Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This live stream may or may not be for you. I repeat, this live stream may or may not be for you. But consider this, I got to speak my piece. A lot of times in life, in this day and age of society, thank you to the one person that's here. In this day and age in this society, a lot of people are afraid to speak their truth because there's fear of judgment or whatever the case may be. Good morning, Cargo 619. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you or whatever the case, for however long you could be here. But a lot of times, like I said, I tell people speak your piece, speak your truth. Now, of course, there's a caveat to this. I'm not saying speak your truth, speak negativity into somebody's life to try to hurt them. But whatever your truth is, whatever your opinion is, your viewpoint on life, speak your truth. I mean, if it's good, bad, or indifferent, you work that out later. But a lot of times people are afraid to be themselves and speak their piece because there's fear of judgment, there's fear of what somebody else may say or what somebody else may do or how somebody else may look at how their life is set up, or how their mind works, or how they have little quirks or goofiness about them, or whatever weirdness or differences that people have. Scott King, shout out to you. How else you supposed to learn and grow? Yes, exactly. Cargo 619. But a lot of times we have those. What's going on, Trigger? Appreciate you. A lot of times we have those situations where the public shaming online is rampant. On certain platforms, you have it where you say something or you make a misstep, people already with the memes and stuff like that. Hashtag create, not hate. Good morning to you, Monster Chick and Pet Monster. I heard about an epic live stream about to happen. So that's what's up. Shout out to Granny Monster and all those folks that's gonna do that whole thing. So kudos to you. Yeah, Pet Monster up in here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Pet Monster all the way from Canada. Appreciate you. Yeah, Saturday. For those folks that don't know, Saturday, epic live stream over at Granny Monster's. Pet Monster, the return of Pet Monster, at least on the live stream or whatever the case may be. Yes, yes, yes. That's going to be an epic situation, and I'm thinking Rebel State Sovereign is going to be there, whatever the case may be. So I encourage people to check that out. I may not be there, but it's all good. Canadians in the house. Yes, yes, Cargo 619. I always appreciate when the Canadians in the house. You know, um, we're friends with y'all folks up there, and we wish you all the best, despite what our president may say. Um, but for the most part, like I was saying, as far as speaking your piece, a lot of times people are afraid to speak their piece because there's a fear, there's a backlash, there's things that may come of it. There's a public shaming, there's a judgment, things like that. And I tell people, if it's important to you to say what you say, then go out there, speak your truth, live your life, do what it is that you do. A lot of times people may not have that courage. It takes time to build it up, through, understanding your purpose, knowing your value, knowing your worth, understanding where you come from and what's what. That's good. I like to see the Canadians supporting each other. That's cool too. Pet Monster is definitely a big supporter of the community. Vlog from the bog. How am I? I'm still recovering from this cold, but I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. Thank you for asking, Barry. Appreciate you for asking. I encourage people to check out Vlog from the Bog. Awesome channel. Awesome channel. We should be there. Hey, yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just, I guess you folks, you get where I'm coming from. You get where I'm coming from. You know how it is. People have opinions on things. Sometimes it's stuff that may be controversial. It may be contrary to what people, are thinking about and have in their mind, be it whatever the topic is. We're not going to get into what those topics are, be it politics, be it religion, sexuality, or whatever the case may be. Thank you, Pet Monster. Thank you, appreciate that. It's just, I think we should be able to speak and give our opinions on things or whatever the case, as long as you're not tearing anybody down. The hashtag create not hate. As long as doing it in a civil way, or even if it's controversial, you're not doing it out there to hurt anybody. Sometimes people need to learn and grow, like Cargo 619 was saying. I'm on someone else's live stream right now. So he was live, so I popped in and say hi. It's all good, Vlog from the Bar. Tell whoever's in that live stream that Mel says what's up, all the way from Brooklyn. Love all the way from Brooklyn. I appreciate you. I don't know whose live stream you're on right now, but shout out to them and thank you, Barry, as always for coming through. I will be by your channel, as new content is coming out. I'll try to be by all your channels as new content and stuff is coming out. Definitely. Creative redundancy. I appreciate you for coming through. You know, yeah, exactly. That's beautiful, man. Yes, uncensored, wide open, but no way, huge difference. Yeah. This is not a controversial live stream. If anybody's seeing it, I just got to speak my piece. And when I say about I got to speak my piece, I just got to talk about the things that matter to me from the point of view where it matters to me. Not everybody's going to agree where I come from. Not everybody's going to like the style that I do what I do. Yeah, less hate, more create. There you go. It's true. And I encourage other folks, speak your piece, do what it is that you do, put it out there. As long as you ain't tearing nobody down and spreading hate, it is what it is. And a lot of times, it's like in this day and age in this society, people are afraid to have an opinion. People are afraid to, come out there and say what it is that they think about certain things. And I get it. There's a backlash that comes. There's a hateful, undertone that's, existing in the world and whatnot. Let me take this sip of tea. Mm. Create, you got a new sub. There you go. You got a new sub, Create. Mm. What's going on, Creative Spirit? Thank you for coming through. This is just a morning vlog. Morning live stream. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, but long enough to make an impact. I don't always offer my opinion up, but if there's someone asks, I will say it. And that's cool, Cargo 619. I'm not saying that folks have to have an opinion on everything. I'm just saying that if you have a viewpoint and you have something that you want to say, you should be able to say it. The Midnight Raven says hello back. All right, hello. I know Midnight Raven. Shout out to Midnight Raven and everybody on that channel. Love and peace from Mel Mel. Keep doing what you do. I appreciate the YouTube love. And Cargo. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go out there and start giving opinions about stuff. Like, I'm not gonna get up on here and just start giving opinions about abortion and North Korea and issues in Russia and all that stuff. I'm not just gonna start talking about stuff. Yeah, no, definitely. Pet Monster, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Shout out to you and Monster Chick. Shout out to the Monster family. Thank you for still being around. I appreciate you folks. Have a good day at work. I'm gonna get ready for work soon myself, but I'm on here just now. Backwoods Rays, shout out to you, Backwoods Rays and Southern Arc. Appreciate you folks. How am I going? Just trying to recover from a cold, but I'm here just saying my stuff. You know how it goes. But yeah, Cargo. What I was saying about your comment, just to go back to your comment, like I said, it's not about. I'm not saying just give your opinion on everything or whatever the case may be. But if somebody asks your opinion or you want to speak on an issue that matters, you know what? Yeah, you should be able to. And a lot of times, like I said, there's people out there who shy away from it because there's a backlash that may come. There's an energy that may come that, that may, they may not want. Hopefully all is well with you, Backwards Rays. Oh, no, what you mean? No worries. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool, Cargo. It's cool. But I know you are who you are. So, always appreciate it. My problem is that, like, being the bad guy, too. Well, Scott King is a way to be the bad guy and also not having to be really the bad guy. Kim Sue, what's going on? Sometimes, honestly, you have to be the bad guy to tell you the truth. I know about that too. Sometimes you have to be the contrarian. Sometimes you have to be the one to say, you know what, I want all the smoke, I want all the beef, because I'm not going to back down from my opinion. I'm not going to back down from how I feel, especially if I'm in the right. A lot of times people will flip flop and change their opinion to try to suit a certain group or selection of people because that may be the popular opinion, that may be the mob mentality and stuff like that. And if that's what you want to do, you can do that, but don't come to me trying to tell me how much of a individual and a free thinker you are, if you're just going along with the crowd. And sometimes you may agree with what the crowd is saying, but you still want to be you. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Molly Dolly, what's going on? I missed you. You changed it back to Molly Dolly. No more Molly 1K Dolly. But either way, still missed you all the same. I'm going for now. I'll try to catch you later and take it. God bless. Yeah, no. God bless to you. Oh, okay. Drone Worship is live right now, issuing a challenge to another YouTuber right now. Shout out to Drone Worship right now. He's doing his live stream for anybody that would like to check out Drone Worship. I spread love to all the people, and Vlog from the Bark. Thank you for coming through. Midnight Raven is live right now as well. A couple of other people are live right now too. But like I said, I'll be live for a few more minutes myself. But for anybody coming in, what I'm just really talking about right now is just speaking your piece, being able to speak your mind, being able to come from a position where you have an opinion about something or you have a viewpoint, and not worrying about being judged. It's a challenge because it is vicious online. It is crazy out there with how people could come to that. I have some very unpopular opinions, but I have been a few people who have made me see things differently. Well, it's like that, and we grow and we learn. Cargo 619. I mean, I have some unpopular opinions as well on some things too, some things that I may not change. But at the same time, I'm open minded to people on the other side. I always try to look at people from a different point of view, and I look at it almost like a devil's advocate or whatever the case may be. I'm not somebody who shies away from having conversations with people, no matter how controversial or whatnot. So it is what it is when it comes to that. I just tell people, whatever your opinion, whatever your viewpoint, whatever your mind is, you shouldn't be afraid to speak it. Now, hopefully, you're in a situation, in a vein where people are open enough to say, or mature enough to say, hey, look, maybe you should consider it this way. I tell people just to stay open-minded to what's out there. I mean, maybe you may have an unpopular point of view that somebody else may say, hey, maybe you should look at it this way or differently, like Cargo 619 was saying. You're on a mission, Scott King. I bet you are on a mission. What that mission is, I'm almost afraid to ask. But, for the most part, you shouldn't be afraid to be who you are. You shouldn't be afraid to go out there and say what you need to say. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sorry that you torn your rotator cuff, Molly Dolly. Hopefully you feel better. That's not an easy injury to get over. Rotator cuff. You got me thinking for a second. Sometimes I might sleep the wrong way or whatever the case may be. Keeping them on mind and take things up with a grain of salt. Sometimes you have to create a redundancy. You keep an open mind, take things up with a grain of salt. Don't be so quick to go after a person if they have a contrarian opinion to you. And also vice versa. If somebody comes at you, you address it, you speak your piece, but don't spend too much time on it or whatever the case may be. And also conversely, Molly Dolly, hopefully you feel better. Saying you recover from your rotator cuff. I don't know if you need surgery or anything like that, but that seems like it's a lot of pain attached to that or whatever the case. I appreciate it, Scott King. Thank you. Much love back to you. But it's one of those things where what, you can't always go along with the crowd. You can't always just stay quiet just to get along, go along to get along. Sometimes there's a time to speak on things. Sometimes there's a time to speak your piece and say what you got to say. I mean, whatever that issue is for you, be it about politics, be it about religion, abortion, sexuality, whatever that case may be. No surgery, luckily. Yeah, thank God. Well, yeah, Molly Dolly, luckily no surgery, because the surgery would bring you a lot of rehab and stuff like that, and things that you probably may not want to deal with. It's a good thing you're not a professional sports player, because rotator cuff, surgery that could damage a lot of things. Especially your job is probably not demanding in that way. So that's definitely cool that it's not that situation or whatever the case may be. So yeah. I'm glad that you're okay with that. But heal up good, Molly Dolly. Hopefully you're putting ice on that shoulder and stuff like that. So that's just what that is and what that's about. Um, this is the part of the live stream where I'm starting to get ready to wrap this up, because I know there's things that we all got to do. But just summarizing what I was saying for those folks that came through, this is about not being afraid to speak your piece, not being afraid to be who you are, straining and stopping the patient from falling. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I mean, at least you did it for a good cause and whatnot. Hopefully that patient was okay. I know you're really into your job. What's going on, Egyptian Gamer Geek? Thank you for being here. If I know if I was in your hospital, and you were my nurse, I would be in safe hands. So that's what it is. So shout outs to Molly Dolly. He's fine. Okay, cool. You must be pretty strong. You must be pretty strong, Molly Dolly. Don't forget to heal up and be strong and come back ready to go. But for anybody that was coming in the last minutes or seconds of this live stream, what this was about, just to summarize this all, what's going on, Clifford Starks. Appreciate you. Um, it's about understanding that you should be able to be yourself. You should be able to say what it is that you have to say. You should be able to come from a viewpoint or opinion on things where even if you're wrong, you're not being judged for it and slapped down and ridiculed for it, or being afraid to be ridiculed. That's what it is. If the ridicule or the drama comes, not being afraid to like just stand before it. Excuse me, what's going on, Lay? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen each other. I know I need to go to your channel and check you out, but that's what it is. And on that note, I got to get up out of here because I got to start getting ready for work. But for anybody that hasn't seen the beginning of it, check back. Hopefully you agree. You don't agree. You understand where I'm coming from. It's all good. Much love to all you folks here coming through to the chat. As always, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. I will catch you next time. May you have a great day. Be blessed. Stay safe or whatever that you're doing. Thank you all for being here. Take care. Good live stream. Eggman.